Hey YouTubeverse. Today I'm wearing my dad's vest in honor of his memory. He passed away on October 11th, 8 years ago, and so I just thought, you know, I'd wear this in today's video. So, a decent while ago I was sent a request to talk about how city life, big city life, hence New York City, has changed me as a person. And then also this person specifically wanted to know how I have changed or adapted as an INFJ living in the city. So I want to do both. So I guess I will start with physical things and then I'll do the psychological things. I have learned to be excellent at time management. You have the metro, you have buses, you have cabs, you can just flat out walk if you want to, you can rollerblade, you can bike. There are endless ways for you to get around in this city. You know that there are a lot of obstacles that can come up to get in the way of you getting to your destination. You become very attuned to the quickest way to get someplace because there are so many different, options. If I know that I have to be down at Astor Place at 1 p.m., okay, that'll take about 45 minutes. Give it 15 minutes safety time, so I'll leave at noon just to be safe. And then, okay, I walk to the 1 train, I take it to 42nd Street, transfer to the N or R train. The queue doesn't stop at the stop I need to get off at. And then I take that to 8th Street NYU, get off, walk to the building. It's very much like that. That's why I feel like people misunderstand New Yorkers a lot, because they're very, very quick. Like, come on, make a decision, let's go. Because really, it is a bit of a hassle to get around here because of traffic, because of, things going wrong in the subway. Anything can happen, really. It's New York. I actually thoroughly enjoy getting around here because I love getting lost in my music, and it's fun. You see a lot of crazy stuff here. You see a lot of beautiful stuff here. It's the only place, I think, that you can be on the subway and you can see someone dressed as a human statue and then another person dressed up as Link from The Legend of Zelda, to anything else you can think of. A guy with 5 ferrets in his shirt. That happened, by the way. I saw all 3 of those people on the subway the other day, and you're just like, yeah, okay. Anytime I go home, I have to remind myself that I don't have to book it anywhere. And I'll be walking around with my friends, and they'll be like, why are you walking so fast? Slow down. You're going like Mach 5. We're just going to Walmart. I've gotten very precise in navigation. That's become a huge skill that I'm so glad the city taught me how to do. You get used to it. Like anything else, you get used to it. I've also become very good at making sure that I have everything I need with me at all times. In New York, it can be sunny 1 minute and then it can start pouring the next. I've seen some people around the city that have their regular bag and then they have a backpack for other stuff that they might need during the day. I don't do that. I have a decent sized bag for anything that I need. I'll show you mine. This is my bag. It's it's a good size. It looks way bigger on camera than it actually is, but it can hold everything that I need. Like I have my water, I have my wallet, I have my phone, chapstick, lipstick, sunglass case, hand sanitizer, checkbook, mints, Metro card, more chapstick, an umbrella that's huge to have in the city. And then, sometimes I pack some shoes. Let's be honest, walking around in the city in heels, no bueno. So you pack some flats, just in case. The umbrella is the biggest thing, though. You gotta have your umbrella. I remember one time I went into the subway and it was really sunny. Literally, there were no clouds in the sky. And then when I got out at my stop, it was pouring. I'm like, where did this come from? And then when I was done at that place where it was raining, I got back on the subway and went back home and it was sunny again. Let's see, what else? You get very skilled at managing, holding a lot of things. I cannot even tell you how many groceries I have had to lug home from the supermarket, because you don't have a car here, so you don't have the luxury of packing it away and then unloading it when you get home. No. You want to know what your car trunk space is here? These right here. If you want to look at the positive side, you get some really good arm muscle. You know, it's a good upper body workout. I didn't even have muscle in my arms before I came here, and now I do. You learn to deal with whatever the city throws at you. That's why New Yorkers are so tough, I think, because anything and everything can happen. But yeah, as far as weather, you learn to adapt to everything. In the summer, it's boiling. This is the worst thing in the summer in the city. Let's say it's like mid-July, and it's like 95 degrees outside. I know some of you Southerners, if I have any Southerners watching, will say, oh, that's only 95 degrees, and in the summer here, it's like 110 or something. Okay, hold up. Here's the thing, though. There is concrete everywhere in the city, okay? There are tall buildings, and all of that heat gets sucked into the ground, and the asphalt, the concrete, absorbs it up, and so it radiates back at you. It becomes like a sauna. And then it rains. And what does rain bring? Humidity. And then you go down in the subway. You will have a fantastic time in the subway after it has rained in July. The way I dress has definitely changed. I want to wear clothing that's going to last, because I constantly walk everywhere. You want to be comfortable, but you also want to be stylish. I have definitely adopted the, if you want to call it the typical New York look, even though I don't think there is a typical New York look, because everyone is so... I definitely will have like a leather jacket and like a simple but nice loft kind of shirt, like the one I have on, nice skinny jeans, and high-heeled boots. You can literally wear whatever you want here, and nobody cares. It's the best. I guess those are all of the physical things. I guess I'll go into psychological stuff now. The city definitely toughens you up, because you have to be. There are 8 million people here who live in Manhattan, and then on a work day, it doubles, I think, because of all the people commuting. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but that's just what I remember reading. You have to find, if you're a really shy, trust me, hands down, one of the most turtle-like people that you will ever meet, used to be. Before I moved here, no matter how shy you are, if you move to New York, you will gain confidence, at least in one way, if not several. You have to be assertive here. You have to know where you're going. You have to know what it is you're doing. You have to be alert. Okay, well, you say, well, how does it make you more confident? Okay, this is a really crappy example, but this is the only one I could think of. Let's say that you are on the 42nd Street platform for the 1 train. It's rush hour, and it's crowded as hell, okay? And you want to get on the train, and you want to get a seat, and you have to let all the people off the train first before you get in, because that's polite. Now let's say you're building your assertive skills. You find your way to the yellow strip. Obviously, you make sure that the train is not going to hit you. You stand in front of everybody else. When that door comes by, you step up and you stand to the side and you wait for the doors to open, everybody to come off, and then you get on that train and you go for an open seat. Now that's being assertive. I want to get on this train and I want that seat because it's hot and I have 5 bags of groceries and I want to sit. So you learn to assert yourself. Now don't take it too far and push people out of the way, but there are people like that actually. Over time, if you become assertive, then I think confidence follows. And then the whole thing of, being aware of everything, you never know what's gonna happen. Like a cabbie could come racing by and you need to make sure and check that no car is coming before you cross the street. I've got to say, though, and this is not the best thing, before I came here, I was too trusting. I trusted everybody. But when you come here, you learn to pick and choose. You have to be very discerning, and you have to be quick about it too. That's the other thing, because everybody else doesn't want to wait for you to make up your mind. Like this, all the time, mentally and physically. You learn to adapt, you know, depending on how good you are at doing that. Oh, I'm like sweating in my dad's vest, but I'm not taking it off. Let's see. What else? I guess now I will try to talk about the INFJ perspectives, but you see, it's very difficult for me to say that because I can only tell you what my experience has been. I can't say how another INFJ is going to adapt in a city. You just have to move here and find out. I mean, I think I pretty much, because I am an INFJ, I think that I pretty much just said how it's changed me. I don't want to say what I think is typical of an INFJ. All I can really say about it is that you adapt to what you want to adapt to. If you're predisposed to want to magnify something about yourself that maybe has been dormant for a while, like being sociable, because I've heard a lot that INFJs have a difficult time socializing. Let's say you move to New York City and you're really shy, aka my roommate Thomas, who is also an INFJ. If you want to be more sociable, more out there, just go do that. That's another thing about living in New York, is that it's made me a lot more forthright. There it is, okay? I don't really know what else to say about it other than that. Just that if you want to adapt to something, if you want to, that's the main thing. Do you want to adapt? If the answer is yes, you will find ways of adapting. If you don't want to adapt, then you won't. And that's cool too. But the great thing about New York is that everything is here. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. If you haven't visited New York, you should definitely visit New York, because New York is my favorite city. It's amazing. I love it so much. I'm so thankful and so grateful to live here. Or if you live in New York, share your story too, you know, tell me like what has been your experience here. I hope that I fulfilled the request. I hope wherever you are having a wonderful day filled with music and color, and I will see you next time. Say hello to everybody, Winnie. Say hello. You just don't care about anything, do you? Hi. Hello. Hello. Okay. Bye-bye.